Hi guys, in this video today I would like to show you how to loading dynamically the DLL file in your project. Okay, and the programming language I'm using in this video today is C#, and the purpose of creating this video is I will guide you how to make the application modulable, or you can code it is how to dynamic load DLL file, or also code it is how to make the application to be plugged in. Okay, so when you are working in the project, uh, for example, here in this screen you can see we have the 2DL file putting in the extension. So when you are create a sub project in the solution and you just need to build it, so after you build the project you will have some DL file, and instead of deliver the full shortcode to the client, and you don't need to deliver the DL file for them, and they will put it inside the extension folder or something like that. So after that they will update the configuration from the project for the DL file extension path here, and when they run the project it will automatically loading all of the DLL file inside this folder to execute the feature. Okay, so in this folder here, if you only to run the feature inside the project 1, you are go ahead to delete the project 2 here without update any code inside your solution. Okay, the same thing when you only want to run the feature inside the project 2, you can go ahead to delete the project 1 URL file. Okay, surely you no need to update any code in the application and build it again. Okay, so here in this folder you are able to add multiple URL file you want to be run in the project. Okay, so here I will show you some demonstration how to load the dynamic DLL file in the application. In this solution, I go ahead to create two sub projects here. The first one I will call it is a interface, and I will create a class and name it I load the class interface, which contain only property is a string, and string here it will return the message to the client. Okay, and I will create some other project in the I will call it is application project 1 and application project 2. Okay, and the client project here it will is a console application. It will display some the message on the console app. Okay, here is a project 1 test.cs file here. I will inherit the interface from the interface project from the class iLoader, and I will reuse the property message of the interface. The same thing in the project number 2, I will inherit the interface from the interface iLoader from the interface project, and I will also return the message for the client by reuse the property of the interface here. It should be the same thing with the project number 1. Okay, so please, in order to use the interface, you need to inherit it from the interface as I highlight on the screen. Okay, so after that, you go ahead to build the project interface. Okay, after finish building, so you have to add it the reference into the project 1 and project 2. You select the reference and click on the add reference. You select solution and project. Go ahead to click on the project.interface and click on OK button to add it into the add the reference into the project number 1. Okay, And you should do the same thing for the project number 2 by adding the reference into the interface as well. Okay, so the last one, you have to create a console application here. It will handle some the action to call. I mean, do some the configuration to call the feature inside project 1 and project 2. Okay, open. It will write the code inside the main method in the program class here. Firstly, I will create the extension path by loading the DLL file inside the extension folder. Okay, you can change it, you can change the path here based on the configuration in your PC. Okay, so after that, I will have a shortcode, a, a line of code to load the assembly information of the DLL file, and after that we will call the after we load the DLL file into the memory, so we will display the message on the screen. I mean, when we can load the DLL file, we can execute any method inside the DLL file. Okay. So here in this video today, it is a very simple project. I will only return the message from the project 1 and project 2. So here, after we load the data from the DLL file, we don't need to have a call method for each loader. And I will have a for each loop here to display the message. Okay, cool. So now here I will run it. Yeah. So after you run it here, because for now we have two DLL file config put in the extension folder, so it will display two message, as you can see on the screen. Okay. So now I go ahead to delete the project number 2, and after that I will run the solution again to see what happened. Okay, so now after I delete the project number 2, for now the message of project number 2 has been gone, and I'm only able to see the message of from the project number 1. Okay, cool. The same thing. For now, you can delete the project number 1 and just use the project number 2 DLL file here to loading the message. Okay, so now when you open the you back to the Visual Studio and run it again, surely you can see only the message of the project number 2. Okay, cool. So now you can see here, after we run the project by delete the DLL file for the project 1 and also for the project 2, and after we run the Visual Studio again, we no need to update any shortcode inside the main method here. Okay, cool. So meaning the DLL file it is flexible, and you can any file. I mean, you can put any file inside the configuration folder. So after that you can execute it. Okay, so I think that's all for today, and after you finish this video, you know how to call the dynamic DLL file in your project. And actually, when you working and when you make this dynamically, you have to do the configuration for the extension folder. There is a destination folder which contain all of the DLL file for execute. I hope this video will be helpful for you, and do let me know if you see any issue. Bye bye and see you later.